Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Okay. It's JLJ this morning live. It is May 2nd, Monday. It is my birth month. It is Mother's Day week. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Is there anything other? I forgot. It's Brothers and Sisters Day today. How are my brothers and sisters? I don't know what else it is. What else is it? I'm eating some peaches. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. If you're from the 90s, you know that song. It's your no sugar added ones. They're so good. Hey, kids. So I'm on this morning. What we're going to talk about, who fucking knows? My world's all over the place. So I'm in pain. I have a life coaching client later. I thought I was going to leave the house today and run around. I'm trying to walk every day. I just stay in the neighborhood. My back hurts. My fingers hurt. I did a lot of work this weekend at my mom's. And I'm like, I am beat up. I'm old. I'm old and tired and haven't done this in a long time. I am beat up. Beat up. I guess I should do some announcements. So, Forgotten Hollywood, new episode out today. Coffee and Conversation with James and Melissa out today. A Lot of Help. May is Mental Health Month out today. And now this. Go to your local listings to find it. My room is a mess. Everything's a mess. Everything's just a mess. You're like, James, how are you? It's Rodelli. I'm a mess. I'm like trying to figure this out. I was just told by a friend of mine, I'm the perfect person to talk about mental health because everybody thinks I have it together. I don't. Hi, Shelly Chestnuts. I know who you are. I know you guys. Everybody in the chat room I know so far. My hair is crazy. It's in a ponytail, actually. It's just the front part. I actually make myself a unicorn. Okay. My hair's just crazy. I don't know. I am trying to survive. I'm trying to handle things. So I'm kind of on a hiatus this month. I'm taking a lot of time off for me. So I've worked continuously since the pandemic started. Even before that, I put out a lot of content, as you guys know. I put out a lot of content. And James is tired. James wants to lay down. And it's just, I'm tired. So I can say, I would have worn a robe right now if I really, I don't know, kids. But I know you're all a mess. Everybody's a mess. Everybody's a mess. This pandemic has done a number on all of us. It really has. The mental health part of this. Shelley's correct on some level. It's just I don't point. The point. It's like where's the point? So back here, like I was high hair. No, the pandemic's done a number on all of us. I mean, on some level, and those of us. I mean, I know people who are in relationships. It's a number on them. Hi, Deidre. It's a number on people who have kids. We had to deal with like school-age kids or teenagers during the pandemic. It's a number on the kids. And those of us who are single, it's a number on us. It's a number on a lot of people, just everything. Hi, Janae. Everybody I know. Good morning, everyone. I just had some coffee. I don't want a second cup. I want to blink later. It's overcast here in Los Angeles. Really crazy. So it's crazy. But it's not a number on all of us, and I just, Crystal, you are correct. See, it's hitting me all of a sudden. I'm a strong person, and it's hitting me. And all the money in the world, all the fans and fame, and all that, it don't mean shit when your mental health is not in check. So you're absolutely correct, Crystal. It's like we don't even know, especially with the kids, we have no idea how it's going to affect them later, social skills and all that kind of stuff. But I just know for me, it has hit me up crazy. And I had nervous breakdowns last week, and I was just fine. That's why I said I got to do something. I have to do something, so I'm doing it. I'm going out of town next week. It's my birthday. My birthday's in 8 days. I'll be 53 years old, so I ain't getting any younger. There's a whole other world. I like being in my 50s. I have no problem with that. It's just a whole other world. I have aging parents. I have grown kids and grandkids are becoming grown, and I'm part of that sandwich generation. There's Candace Mack. They got people still grabbing at me right now. So there's people just grabbing at me. Just all kind of, I mean, just like I'm trying to be on a hiatus, and there are people still asking me for stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh my god! And seriously, my life it never ends. It never ends. I have cut out so much stuff this month, and still people are coming at me with stuff. Still asking me like, "This, I need you, I need you, I need you." I'm like, oh my god, I can't get a break. I'm on the hamster wheel. I am on the hamster wheel. I'm getting texts right now. I'm like, I just came and I can't get a break. Oh. So your buddy's not okay. People ask, are you okay? I'm not okay. I'm being very honest about that. I'm not. I feel like my hair looks crazy, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to work on it, and I'm trying to work on it. So I think my friend said I was the perfect person to talk about it. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to start hear that, Krista. I know milestones are tough. I know they're very tough. And Avi and hello, and yes, it's Teacher Appreciation Week. So to all the teachers out there, have a cousin Brooke Marie who's a teacher and all that. So to them too. A friend of mine said today, you're the perfect person to talk about it because you aren't because I seem in control and I do a lot of things that I'm in control, but I do have some stuff that's just like it's tough, you guys. And I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. Going to direction, especially with the subs. She's going because I'm already going in different directions, especially with the subs. Wait till later this week. Okay, I know what that means, Candace, but okay. I'll see you later this Thursday night. It'll be Candace, Jerry, Walker, and I talking about the daytime Emmy nominations. That will be live, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on JLJ Media. We always have fun talking about. We're going to do predictions and everything, and we'll see who wins the predictions every year. I always do halfway decent. I don't always catch them. Sometimes they surprise you, but we have a good time. It's a fun time. We talk about it. We go through each of the major nominations, and then we talk about. And talk about who didn't get it, and that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be really interesting. That's on Thursday. But I have a lot planned this week. I'll probably do a couple of daytime todays, but I was surprised tomorrow I'm working on. I can't talk about yet. But you guys will know, of course, if it comes to fruition. For you One Comes to Heart fans, I'm trying to get some guests on the show we've never had before. We're having a hard time getting them for some reason. I don't know why. But we're having a hard time getting them. But I'm trying to get them because there's just some folks I know I can get. We've had them on before. So I'm trying to get folks that aren't. Yep, you can't control everything or anyone. You can't. I was supposed to have, you guys, I was supposed to have that date I was supposed to have. I talked about last week. That person's ghosted me. So that didn't even happen. So there you have it, kids. I can't even go on a date. They just totally ghosted me. Sometimes my life seems to be either overextending myself to others or me having to isolate due to others not reciprocating. I understand that. Always some people it's lonely in the middle. I'm not at the top yet. I'm in the middle somewhere. Lonely in the middle. All right, I'm trying to work that out. Work out my feelings. But yeah, people ask me, are you okay? I'm like, no. I told them, well, no, I'm not. If they want to hear, I'll tell them. If they don't, I don't tell them. I shaved the side. I will fix my hair later today. I will. That's over. Yeah, no, it is. It really is tough. And luckily, I'm not clinically depressed. That's a whole other story when there's a chemical imbalance. When you have to kind of, or if you're manic depressive or bipolar, it's a whole other story. That's something different. Mine is just, I feel like I say regular depression. Mine is a result of just this COVID stuff. Just everything's coming together. I worked very, very hard, but I was alone most of the time. And I'm an extrovert. I'm a person who likes to go out there. And yeah, I'm opening. And that's the thing. People don't talk about it. People don't want to talk about it. It's a weird thing to admit you're not in control or have any problems. And that's why it's called break the stigma. Hashtag break the stigma. That is the news. That's the slogan for Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm talking about all month. So you're gonna get tired of me. I'm talking about all month. I did the whole race thing for a while. I'm going to put that in a little back burner and talk about mental health because we just need to. Maurice Bernard's good at that. Lindsay Godfrey's good at that. Those are she's my buddy. They talk about mental health, and that's something that's very important. You gotta get out there. And plus, I'm Black. I'm Black folks don't talk about mental health. We just don't. My girl, Myra McKinley, is great at that. She's helped save my life years ago. She's online. You can follow her. Epiphany Coaching is her platform. And it's one of those things where Black folks sometimes we already have enough going on. We just don't talk about it. We talk about it. Everybody's talking about it. LGBTQIA plus, need to talk about it. Women need to talk about it. Men need to talk about it. We all need to talk about it because everybody's walking around like there's a lot of broken folks out there, people who are really torn down, and you just don't know until something happens. You don't really know. So you gotta get that out of your system. I believe you gotta talk about it more and more and more. Get it out of your system, talk about it, and voice it. So that after a while, it starts to maybe make change or does it seem abnormal. I'm watching my hands move in another video. Sorry, I gotta turn off this other video. I'm seeing my hands move. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. If you missed that, folks, about the awareness of mental health. Therapy is not a problem. People should go see therapy or go see your pastor. It's fine. There are many folks who are religious and they bring it all to God, bring it back to God, and God guides them through their lives, which is great also. Yes, there are a lot of birthdays this month. A lot of people had from April to like July. There are a lot of birthdays. Everybody was screwing back in the fall for the previous year. Yeah, that's usually what happens. The Bahana. Oh, the Bahana. Hi, Bahana. I don't know you. I don't know you. You have a question mark too on your avatar. I don't even know you. You're a first time. But we need to talk about it. And you can't be afraid. And you just gotta get it out. And find somebody and friends. I will give shout outs to my Aunt Faith, who always has faith in me. And that's all puns intended. And to my friend Flobo Voice. He has kind of been there for me recently, talking to me a little bit. Sometimes it's good to talk to somebody who can relate in certain ways. He's another Black man, male content creator, different ages, but that part works. I know others who want to talk to me, and that's great. But sometimes there's very specific people that I only want to talk to during this because I feel like that's the way. I've tried BetterHelp. Okay. Good afternoon. Therapy is a good time. Oh, it was a good time, but yes, therapy has helped me over the years. There's just a lot, and for me, I'm like I said, I'm part of what they call the sandwich generation. I got stuff going on with folks above me, older than me, and younger than me. So I'm always kind of in the middle somewhere, navigating all of that. Plus, I have 2 companies. Plus, I have 8,000 things going on. Like it's the life I chose. So I mean, it's the life I chose. But Jeannie Roberts, hello. Monthly group meetings should be a normal regular thing when things are okay. I always say, Krista, I will piggyback off of that and say that I always say check-ins are good. Check-ins are always check in with yourself, even when you're in your happy moments. I always like to document that. And sometimes we don't even celebrate our happy moments. Like we're so busy when the sad moments or bad moments come, we feel those. When the happy moments come, we like those are victories. Congratulate yourself. I think I have no problem with that, right? because that's such a thing. You know, we're always, I always say it's that funny thing where you say you get 10,000 comments that are positive, then one negative comment. That's the thing you focus on, right? You can't help it. It's like just human nature. Like that's that one comment. You're like, oh my God. But I think we don't do enough celebrating the small victories because it seems silly in some ways, seems over the top. But I say no. I'm like sometimes if I get out of bed, give myself a clap. Give myself a clap. You know, that's like all good times. Well, yeah, you always, Cass, you're always out there. Thank you, V. The thing is, if I have a small platform. That's how I look at it as. I have this little platform, and it goes out to however many people who get this, right? So I feel like my calling is not just to entertain you guys and give you stuff for entertainment, which I do, but also to share part of my life with you guys. I don't know why. I just feel like I feel called to do it. I don't know why. I felt it from the very beginning. You know, when I was organizing, it's the same thing. I feel like my life experiences can also I don't know help you relate. Maybe I can always feel like we feel like we're alone. I mean, we're in a million. We're like there's like what 8 million billion people here. So we always feel like we're alone, but a lot of times we're not really not alone. There are folks who are going through the same thing or something similar as you too, right? So it's kind of like, well, if people don't say anything, you still feel alone. So I feel like I got to say something. If I say something, then maybe we will feel less alone. Because if James is going through it, that means you're going through it too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like you have to. It's almost like the group mentality. We're all going through it together. And this whole pandemic thing, I mean, it's been a trip. And let's just be bluntly honest, it's been fucked in some parts of it. And every day we know what was going on. And some days they said this, and some days they said that. And the messaging was mixed, and people were fighting. There's a lot of it in the air. I got my residual effects from that too, almost like PTSD. Like a lot of just we had the Trump years, and then we got to Biden, and people are still mad about either, and everyone's upset. Elon Musk is buying Twitter, and it's just so much. You saw Naomi Judd passed away, and they're mentioning mental illness as part of the cause. There's a lot. I mean, there's so many people out there who have issues. I mean, so I have empathy for them. I have empathy for everybody who has issues because it's just like it's crazy. In a sense, we're not crazy, but it's crazy that we do not just like let's talk about it. I mean, I think we can have healthy relationships and better shows and better communication. We talk about it. When you're ready, of course. Right. But I don't know, I just feel, yeah, they do. Let's just ignore it. They don't talk about it. They do rather, it comes out in other ways. It comes out in shopping. It comes out in eating. It comes out in sex. It comes out in all kind of ways that are not, they're detrimental to you. There's a lot of anger in the world right now. I mean, I just was reading something else on Twitter, the whole thread that was just like, it was like a simple little thing, and it got blown up. It went on for hours, and I just followed. I wanted to see where the thread ended, and I literally I was on the phone for like an hour following this thread. Your families are divided. For me, I normally travel outside Los Angeles on a regular basis. Like almost every month, I went somewhere, and this almost 3 years. No, I can't say 3 years. It's been 2.5. 2.5 years, I've only left Los Angeles 3 times. Next week will be my 4th time leaving LA. That is so not normal for me at all. And so I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that also. LA is busy again. But we're all stuck in half are wearing masks, half aren't wearing masks. Do we wear a mask inside? They said no at first. I was saying we should. My friend lives in San Francisco, and she says San Francisco is just like a ghost town. There's all the tourism. There's not that much going on there anymore. It just dried up. So businesses are closing, and it's like Marshalls, and I'm like, it is, whew, it is something else, kids. And it's just like, but there are other places that are just like bustling, and everybody's just doing their thing. But people are still getting COVID. Our vice president got COVID. Our president got, I mean, it's like we're not done. Our girl Maxine Watson got COVID, I think. I mean, it's not like we're not done yet. So it's like, well, we're getting better, but we're not done. But I'm done, and I'm like confused, and so I'm trying to navigate that. And that's just stressful enough. I'm a Black man in America, and that's stressful enough. I mean, a lot of stress out there going on. Yes, the pandemic created new habits for people. It did. It did, and it is stressful, kids. And like I said, not all money is good money, and I've made some money during the pandemic. My business is thriving and stuff, but I had to step back. I was like, I just can't do the same. No, but yeah, Chris. So I'm a hugger. I love hugs, and I give good hugs. But no human contact is a hard thing. And for me, I'll be very honest with you guys. This is a morning show, so I will be not as blunt as I would be at an evening show. Let's just say James has not had any relations since the pandemic in 2.5 years. So I'm ready to kill somebody, figuratively, of course. So that's playing with my mind. And I was supposed to have a date, and that person ghosted me. So I didn't even get close to even having anything. So I'm not on any of the dating apps anymore because none of them worked. No one talked or met up. And I don't go out to clubs because I'm too old. I have no fun at a club when I want to go to a club. So where am I going to meet somebody? I have no idea. No idea. But that 2.5 years not having contact, that I documented on here on another show I do called, I think it was A Lot of Help, or a Really Quick James Jr. show. I didn't see anybody for 69 days. Seriously, from the pandemic first hit, for the first month and a half, I didn't see, what was month? That was almost 2.5 months. I didn't see anyone in person. I was in my room, in my space, in my yard, did not see anybody. And it was the strangest thing. It was very strange. So I documented that. I didn't go to a grocery store for like a year. I did Instacart. And DoorDash, and I was like, that's it. It's a little more expensive, but I was like, I'll stay home. So I didn't go anywhere. So now I've been kind of going back out again a little bit, and I could tell a difference in my psyche. That I'm sort of go, oh, this feels good. I ran around town yesterday, and it felt good. I was going around town today, but my back hurts. I'm tired. So I'll be at home. But isolation is really hard. And for us extroverts out there, it's really tough. It really is. That's no joke. It's no joke. If you're here, hope you're subscribed to my channel. Hit the subscribe button. And of course, there's a thumbs up. If you don't like me, that's fine too. But if you like me, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. I get more things. I have 15 people watching. I see I have 6 likes. So thank you. I know it's a weird subject to like. I'm talking about mental health. I don't know if there's anything to like, but just it helps with the algorithm. You was just in South Africa doing health checks. Same here in Mozambique. No mask wearing. Believe me, I feel you. And everywhere's different. My friends go to Florida and Texas. They're like, whatever, it's fine. And my thing is, I'm not here to tell anybody to do anything. I'm just saying, for me, I'm just confused. I'm like, so is COVID still there? Is it nothing? Should I? It's kind of. I'm a little. Thank you guys for doing it. Okay, good. It went up. Thank you. Yeah. What was going to happen? I mean, this Zoom stuff it's obviously been a lifesaver. It's survived all. This is a lifesaver, right? At least if I had Zoom or FaceTime on my phone, oh my goodness! Because my grandson and he's a year old. We trade videos. He likes my voice. So I can't see him. I normally would be up there with him all the time. I missed out on most of his first year. But we do a lot of FaceTiming. He likes my voice. I'm trying to have so he knows who I am. Papa Jamie knows who I am, It's extra work. I already do enough videos. I gotta do videos for the grandchild. I'm trying to add that in there. But if we didn't have that, let me tell you that I would be in a worse state. I'd be in a worse state. Yes. I think, guys, I know. I'll just say this really quickly. I know we got you hooked on the soap shows on Sunday, Shady Sunday, Soap Block. And I'm sorry to pull them for the next few weeks. I'm just not up to it. On Daytime Today, I talked a little about the soaps. I'll probably do it again this week. I haven't watched anything. Obviously, it's too early. Nothing's on yet here for today. Nothing's aired yet here in LA. Anything major happens, I'll probably talk about on Daytime Today later this week. But I appreciate it. I just don't have the energy, don't have the passion, I have just given it all. I'm just like done. I saw that Tony Moore, who had a break recent days, he's back, came back yesterday. So anybody does the soap shows like I do every week, almost all 4 soaps every week, you get burnt out. It's different than being a fan when you're doing them as a show. So I just tell people, so thank you for your patience. I have nothing left to give at the moment. So I just don't. And it was nice. I would tell you something. It was nice having a Sunday off. It was a beautiful day. I had to help my mother yesterday. So those of you guys, some people get mad at me and sending these crazy messages, and I'm like, that's whatever. I actually helped my mother out yesterday. She needed my help. And I actually helped my mother. So just know that I didn't do a soap show, but I was able to help my own mother, which no one can argue with that, clearly, right? You should always be there for your mother. So that's I was able to be there for that. Normally I'm not there for her. Jeannie, I know, Jeannie, you're across the world. You're a longtime fan. I know you are. So I know you. It takes a lot. Yes, Bahana, it takes seriously, I'm watching 20 hours of soaps every week. And I'm watching them in a way that's very different than everybody else. And I'm watching them take notes. I have to, and I put it in a form that makes it entertaining. We're not just strictly recapping. And we're just strictly recapping, it'd be a lot too. Mother's Day is next Sunday. We were off anyway. So I figured I'll just do it now. Replenish my energy. I used to always take time off during Christmas, New Year's. So everything was slowed down anyway. So November to January, I'd be gone. I'd come back alive and ready. Well, that hasn't happened. So you helped your mother yesterday too? Yesterday? Oh, come on, George. Okay. See, our mother's out. I helped my mother out a lot. She actually was very happy with what I was working with her on. And she was very happy. It was a little surprise for her. So it's good to be there for my parent because I don't know how much longer I have her. I'm not saying she's going anywhere that I know of soon. She's healthy that I know of. But you know what I mean? Like, I have to, I don't know how long I'm going to have my mother with me. I mean, I'm old, we're all old. So, you got to be there for the family, right? And so that's very important. But this is the life I've chosen. I do enjoy doing the shows. The shows will be exactly, Daisy. They will, right? They'll be here. They ain't going nowhere. And I'll be just as shady as ever when I come back. You know how it works. I am watching them. I'm just kind of watching them at my leisure. Radio story, but so I'll be totally caught up. But they all been good. Yes, thank you, Crystal. That's exactly what it's just having a mom is huge. A lot of my cousins and siblings, they don't have their mothers. They don't. They don't. They don't have their mothers or fathers. They don't have parents. And I know they wish they could have another day with them. I'm lucky to have one. So I'm going to hold on to her as long as I can. And like I said, my kids and grandkids, they're growing up. They're part of me. I got to make sure I do something with them too. Relax, relate, release. Yeah. So I think it's, but I always feel guilty sometimes because I did create this world and then I got pull outs. This is tough. But when people ask me, "Are you okay?" I tell them no. I tell them the truth. No, I'm not okay. But I'm going to work on it. Will I be okay? Who knows? Can't predict the future, but I'm working on some stuff. Next week I'll be on vacation for my birthday. I'll be out, and hopefully that will help. Thank you, Ethel. I think I am too. I think I really am blessed to have my mom still. I have my Aunt Faith, who's the big matriarch of the family. I still have her. I don't have any of my grandparents, my aunts, and they're all the rest of them, they're all gone. I've lost a lot of people in the last 20 years. I've lost friends last year. My stepdad, so I had a lot of people I lost last year. So it's like I gotta appreciate the folks that are here still, right? You gotta appreciate them. You got to. You do, you do, you do. We are not promised anything, right? Nothing. Not at all. Not promised nothing. It's like we have to kind of, well, like, so we lost a family dog a couple weeks ago. We're not promised anything. I'm gonna try to, kids. I'm gonna try to. I think it's very important. But this is May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So you may see some of your favorite stars talking about their mental health. So that's probably why. I'm sure Maurice Bernard's talking about it. Like I said, Lindsay Godfrey's talking about it. Paris Diamond said she wants to talk about it also on her channels from Being Blown Beautiful. So there are folks that are talking about it. And I think it's a wonderful thing. It's wonderful. It's talking about all of their different issues. Because we're walking around broken. We have to unbreak. We have to walk around better. So be better to each other, right? I mean, that's the whole point. Now, I know I do these shows, and a lot of times folks don't watch these. So I know that my shady shows get much more attention, but I am here for you guys. I'll always continue doing these shows. I don't care. I do those shows on race. I do shows on sexuality. I do shows on mental health all the time. They're not usually the most highly viewed or downloaded, but I think they're so important to I'll always talk about them. At least I'm talking to you guys here in the chat room. And to me, that's enough. There's 18 people here. I'm talking to you, and that's enough. 70 years old, blessed to be here. I'll be turning 53 next week. I'm blessed to be here. I'm happy to be here. My brother Max didn't make it this age. Not my friends make it this age. My friends James, my friends Gray, they all died last year. Didn't make it. My stepdad was 71. I think he died. 72 last year. He's not here. I mean, it's we can all go tomorrow. But as I said, while I'm here, I'm going to do what I can, whether I get 20 views or 6 likes or whatever. I'm going to continue to do these shows because I think it helps me once I know what I'm talking about with you guys. And then also maybe I can help you a little bit. Because we're in this together, like that kind of thing. We're in this together because you might see a therapist if you know about it. You said you just found you recently have some problems. I tell you, a therapist is a wonderful thing. I mean, when you find a good one, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I think it's hi Rasheen, thank you. It is a private thing. So it's something private. So no one else has to know. It's just you and that person. And they're not connected to you in any way personally. That's why I like it. It's almost I feel like it's better. And some folks look at it as talk to somebody who doesn't know me. Well, I'm kind of glad. Then they can objectively look at everything that's going on. Talking to somebody that knows me, they may inadvertently add their own take on things or something. You know what I mean? I'd rather talk to somebody who doesn't know me. That's the best thing. The best thing. But this whole COVID thing has just been a trip. And it's just made all of us socially awkward, and oh my goodness, it's crazy. Yeah, Crystal, I can relate to that. But I say, yeah, Daisy Flower Fry, I say try it. If you don't like it, and sometimes we try several therapists. Some therapists aren't good for you. Some are not good fits, and some are. So I think it's something you just have to a personal choice. You just have to go, okay, yes, I'm going to use that, do that. Yeah, so just to try a few people. And so if you don't like one person, or read up on if they have bios and stuff, find their bios, read up on them, see if they have something that match your energy. There's not one size fits all, of course. So yeah, for therapists, life coaches, organizers, anybody. Yeah, there's a whole thing. People know you; they add their own bias in there sometimes. Just inadvertently, you can't help it. When someone doesn't know you and just knows you from what you're telling them, and your body language and things you say, they're coming from a very clinical spot. They have no your outcome doesn't affect them in any way. They're not invested in if she gets better, then I get the house, or she's. I mean, there's nothing binding you guys. Of course, they want you to get better and be a protective member of society, but they're like, there's nothing personal that's binding you together. Yeah, do some research. I would say do some research. And I'm going to end it here, folks. Like I said, I'm not doing as much work as I used to. I'm doing little things here and there, but I'm glad you guys all came on and shared some of your stories. I'll be back, of course, at some point. I'll probably do some daytime today, some more JLJ live this mornings. That will be happening this month for sure. You made the shows a hit for me, but we will. I will be back for those for sure. So I will do some more talking with you. But it's Mental Health Awareness Month, folks. Hashtag break the stigma. Just let's all work to help each other out. We're all part of the same village, and we need to look out for each other. So I'm looking out for all of you. Look out for me. We'll all get better together. And we'll do our best. And so I'm gonna go make myself some late breakfast. I guess now it's brunch. I guess I just had some peaches and I'm even hungry. I ate the peaches, now I'm hungrier. How's that happen? Oh, that happened. Oh, what's going on? But I'm thinking, thank you, Crystal. I'm thankful for each of you guys also. Each of you come into these chats with me and spend your time with me and share your stories. Thank you. I will have a blessed day today. I'm gonna try to turn my frown upside down and move through my day today. But I'll be back as always. Everyone, please have a good Monday and have empathy, compassion,